There is an invisible prison destroying men's minds, silent, relentless, and deadly. You might be trapped in it right now without even realizing it. This prison has no walls or bars, yet it controls your thoughts, your future, and your will to succeed. And the worst, it feeds on your fear and ignorance. What you're about to discover could be the key to your freedom, or the beginning of your end. And what no one ever told you is that escaping this prison requires more than courage. Prison 1. Pornography. The invisible prison that corrodes your mind. Pornography is much more than a habit. It's an invisible trap that locks your mind in a vicious cycle. It distorts your desire, creates unrealistic expectations, and steals the energy you need to achieve what really matters. Many try to break free, but the brain fights back, like a prison that tightens more and more. And you? Are you ready to face this truth that few have the courage to admit? Because only recognizing this prison is the first step to breaking the chains. But this is just the beginning of what's holding you captive. Prison 2. Addictions. Chains that steal your strength and future. Addictions are not just habits. They are prisons that drain your life force and trap your mind in an endless cycle. Drugs, alcohol, games. Each creates a false sense of escape, while actually pulling you deeper into darkness. For many, admitting they are trapped is the biggest challenge because freedom feels like a distant, unreachable mirage. But there is a way, and it begins with awareness of this prison that few dare to face. But social prisons are even more treacherous. Prison 3. Destructive friendships. The silent poison. Not all prisons have visible chains. Toxic friendships are silent prisons that drain your energy and undermine your motivation without you noticing. Being surrounded by people who don't want your success is one of the cruelest forms of mental imprisonment. Recognizing who truly supports you and who pulls you down is the first step to cutting these invisible chains and opening the path to freedom. But what if the worst prison is inside you? Prison 4. Lack of self-knowledge. The deepest inner prison. The cruelest prison is the one you don't even notice. Lack of self-knowledge. Without understanding your own emotions, strengths, and weaknesses, you get trapped in a repetitive cycle, sabotaging your own dreams. It's like being in a cell without doors, lost in the darkness of your own mind. But the key to this prison is inside you, waiting to be discovered. Only those brave enough to look inside can find true freedom. Reflect. How many times have you repeated mistakes without understanding why? How many times have you avoided looking in the mirror for fear of what you'd find? Self-knowledge is the start of your journey, and many never even begin. Few know where to look for this key. Prison 5. Commitment to the future. The prison of the eternal present. Living without a real commitment to the future is like being trapped in a present that doesn't belong to you. This prison keeps you in a repetitive cycle where nothing changes and time slips through your fingers like sand. Men who don't take control of tomorrow end up lost in today, living a life without purpose or progress. Breaking this barrier requires focus, planning, and above all, constant action. Ask yourself, do you know where you want to be in 5 years? Or are you living day to day without direction? Commitment to the future is the anchor that pulls you out of the darkness of the present, and without it, life slips away too fast. But fear can be the cruelest jailer. Prison 6. Paralyzing fear of failure. The invisible cage. The fear of failure is one of the cruelest and quietest prisons trapping millions of men. It paralyzes, blocks dreams, and keeps you in the illusory safety of an invisible cage. Failure is not the enemy. It is the inevitable consequence of trying. But fear makes it seem like prison is the only safe place, and only those who face this truth can break the chains and move toward true freedom. And procrastination, the silent poison of stagnation. Prison 7. Chronic procrastination, the silent poison of stagnation. Procrastination is a silent and deadly prison. Every delayed moment strengthens the invisible chains that keep you a prisoner of stagnation. This trap feeds you guilt, fear, and anxiety, creating a vicious cycle that undermines your confidence and destroys dreams. Procrastination is not just a lack of time, but a symptom of other internal prisons yet to be faced. Recognizing this enemy is the first step to freedom. But how do these prisons really control your life? How these mental prisons control your life without you noticing? These mental prisons are invisible, yet they control every thought, every decision, and every emotion you have. They drain your energy, steal your time, and reduce your will to act. You could be trapped in them right now, living in an invisible cage where freedom seems unreachable. Understanding how they work is the first step to breaking the chains. But few have the courage to face this reality. Freedom is within your reach, but demands a decision. The brutal and liberating process of breaking mental chains. Breaking free from these mental prisons is not easy. It requires awareness, discipline, and courage to face discomfort and internal resistance. Every small victory, every decision to step out of your comfort zone is a step toward freedom. The path is harsh, full of challenges, but it's the only one that leads to the man you've always wanted to be. What separates the free from the imprisoned is conscious action, and that action starts now. But the first step might be the hardest. Practical steps to start freeing yourself today. Identify which mental prison affects you the most. Is it pornography? Or maybe procrastination? Create a simple plan, starting with small goals like reducing the harmful habit or cutting contact with toxic people. Seek self-knowledge, read, meditate, and if needed, ask for professional help. Discipline is your greatest weapon. Every step, even a small one, is a victory in the fight for your freedom. Are you ready to take the first step? You were born to be free. Imagine what you can achieve. No man was made to live imprisoned. You have within you an immense strength capable of breaking any chain and overcoming any fear. Imagine the life you could have, free from these invisible mental prisons, living with purpose, power, and true freedom. This life is not a distant dream. It starts at this very moment, with the decision you make now. What will you choose? Think deeply. Which man do you want to be? The man who accepts these prisons, or the man who breaks free and builds a legacy? Freedom is not something you wait for, it's something you conquer. The choice is yours, and it starts now. But the real test is yet to come. Final call. Which prison holds you? Share and join the revolution. Did you identify with any of these prisons? Share in the comments which one is holding you back today. Your story can help other men going through the same struggle. Don't underestimate the power of your voice. Your testimony could be the light someone needs to start breaking free. Don't forget to share this video with those who need to hear this message, because many men still live imprisoned without knowing it. Subscribe to Men's Health Codes to get exclusive content that will free your mind and transform your life. The journey is tough, full of challenges, but together, we are stronger. Don't wait for the perfect moment to act. The moment is now. And the next step? Only you can decide. The greatest prison is the one you accept. Choose freedom now. The greatest prison a man can face isn't made of chains, bars, or walls. It's the one he accepts without fighting. It's the prison of conformity, doubt, and paralyzing fear. The decision to stay imprisoned or seek freedom is in your hands, and it can change your life forever. Free yourself now, face your deepest fears, overcome your self-imposed limitations, and live the power of true freedom, a power that comes from within. What's trapped inside you, beliefs, fears, doubts, could be the key to your greatest transformation if you have the courage to open that door. What you choose today defines the man you'll be tomorrow. The choice is yours. Choose freedom. Choose to live fully.